And it's shining on you. All right, all right, all right. From the Streets of Glory is back, okay? Welcome to From the Streets to Glory. I am Miss Ashley. I am happy to be back. I hope you are too. Happy Saturday, everyone. Whenever you get in here, I do apologize for Thursday and Friday. Some things came up, but you know, Friday is my long, long day, and sometimes I just be and I don't want to give you guys any energy. So I'm glad that we're back, and I am excited, especially since it's been a lot going on. You know, I've been just twiddling my thumbs like this the whole time, okay? But here we are, okay? So I know we all heard about the Epstein files, which is freaking crazy. Okay, but what I want to know is, are you guys going to give these same celebrities the same energy? And I cannot believe PushaT. Woo! Happy Saturday. Hi, Corpo. Sorry to reschedule, okay? You know how that go. I had to put the baby to sleep. Nap time, okay? PushaT is crazy. PushaT is crazy. Miss Cora. Who else? Who else? Sha'carri Richardson. You know, you gotta say her name right. Okay, Sha'carri Richardson. Okay, I gotta put the son on her because I just want to say Richard so many times. But a whole bunch of other things that we will get into it. It's been 2 days, so let's get into our fashion segment. I'm always excited for this part. I'm always excited to see what the celebs are wearing on their everyday outings, what big labels came out, and what runways are out. So let's do that first. Cora, where you been? Thank you for being here so you can find out, okay? Where have you been? Talking about where is PushaT doing? We'll get to that in a minute, okay? Let's get to our fashion segment, okay? Because I'm excited for it. Here we go. First things first, I got a guy, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Let him go. Now, okay? Joey Badass, okay? Now, I know we do a lot of high fashion and trendy things, but I also like when a man dress down, put on their urban wear, put on their hood attire. It don't bother me because I already understand. And especially when you can switch it up. If you ask me, this is what the type of thirst trap I'm talking about. Okay, I'm gonna let him finish. Okay, and he modeled for us. Okay, Avarex. I still got a shirt to this day that say Avarex. Okay, I don't mind. I like the fatigues. Okay, you know you gotta get the butter Tims. They from New York. Okay, the boogie down. I call everything Bronx. I know it's Queens, Staten Island, whatever Nicki said. But shout out to Joy Badass. But let's not forget, he did put some clothes on, okay? Day to night. We gotta do a day and a night, okay? This is date night. Where we going? I don't know, but if you walk out in this, I got to go change, okay? Joey Badass, people. Thank you for representing for the fellas. Now I got Charlie XCX. I've been seeing Charlie XCX for the last few weeks, and she's been on a couple runways. And I've been wanting to show her, but then it's something that's just not good enough for me to show her. This even isn't. But I feel like Charlie XCX is going between that middle stage from coming from a young TikTok poppy girl to trying to be higher fashion, you know. So I think she just in the middle. I don't hate the gown, but I don't love it. I think it's a pretty color. I like the gold. I like the sheer. And I like the bedroom messy hair, of course. So she do look good. I just don't think it's her best yet, but she's working on her own style. And I can tell if you've been paying attention to some of her last few things from Fashion Week and stuff. Before I go on, let me make sure, Corey, you can hear me? Okay, she didn't say she couldn't hear me, so we must be good. So give me a cue or something. And I put Glorilla on her again, not for the look, but I want Glorilla to get a heads up, okay? Because her man is playing and she's going to be out here often. We've already seen this cool, laid back, dressed down look. If you're going to step out every time, I need you to step it up every time, okay? It's not me. It's just me looking in, and I like how you look, so I want you to just, okay. This is the second time you look nice. It was cool. Okay, but what's next? And, okay, Miss Shaka Khan came out yesterday, okay? She said, it's like sugar, so sweet. Of course, we can't play the music. We already got enough of that. But she looked good. Shaka Khan cannot do no wrong. Being 70-some years old, her and Patty, but Shaka Khan is still built like a brick house. I love this leopard, whatever it is. I like this mustard suede zip down, and I love these high boots, especially on a mature woman season like that. It just says sassy, sophisticated, but feisty. And y'all know I love this hair. I love that middle part, but I love that color. That is my color. Miss Shaka Khan, go girl. Okay. Yeah, she looks so good. She looks stunning, actually. Face, makeup, beat, teeth. Ooh, yes. Come on. If I wanted to be anybody, look wise, when I got older, she deserves it. Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan. Okay. I just brought this up in the fashion segment because I was wondering, do we really care who's going to be at the Grammys anymore? I don't think we get that same energy and hype we used to get when the Grammys came out. I don't know what that's about. I know it's a lot of conflict behind the scene, and we know how the Grammys work now, said from the CEO himself. We know it's a popularity party. So who's ever hot at the time. So I was just looking at some of the seats. We do see we got Lauryn Hill, we got Little John. Y'all know I can't see that far back. And it's Chappelle Roan. She's a singer. Doechii will be there, of course. Margaret Quella, Lauryn Hill, and a couple of more other girls. But Tiana Taylor, not a big deal. I just wanted to know. You guys drop some in the chat. Let me know. Are you excited for the 2026 Grammys? Okay, they rolling around. We'll be there to see. Okay, now we know the Grammy had a lot of different events. Clyde Davis had his event. I think that's the one where everybody was there. Where B2K was there, and I don't know, Brandy and it was there. Okay, but Eve, I haven't seen Eve in a while, and she looks marvelous. She looks like liquid. Okay, I love the cut off blunt bob, shaking up, looking wet and scrunched up like she just came out of the water, almost like that Drunken Love. Beyonce, her. This dress is beautiful on her. Eve is aging backwards. She looks beautiful. I mean, I can't remember too many. I can't even remember a time that I can think of off the top of my head that Eve has stepped out and I felt like, what is she doing? Okay. She looks great. And I appreciated this. And I like how they let her shine for a minute before her billionaire husband popped up. Okay. But this is the Recording Academy Honors hosted by Black Music Collectives. And let's not forget, she did get her honorary Grammy from a song. I can't remember which one it was, but they were supposed to get it to her, and they gave it to her now. So if we come across it, we'll talk about it. And Duran Duran. Okay, Cora, I'm sure you probably don't know who he is, but he's an artist, he's a backup singer, he's a stylist, he does everything. But I see him often and I appreciated this look, especially in men. I really can't tell what the material is, but I do appreciate the off-white or eggshell, whichever one it might be, paired with the white sheer turtleneck. And I like that it's asymmetric off the shoulder. I haven't seen a coat jacket like this, not where it's off the shoulder like that. So I do appreciate, and I like the metallic goldy boots. I think he did a great job. He deserves a cameo. Here you go, boo. Yes, say, do you know the Muffin Man? I'm gonna get that note. And I brought ASAP Rocky back, not for the look, but I was wondering, do we need an ASAP? Okay, ASAP Rocky is, I guess, gonna be an intern at Vogue. Okay, so ASAP Rocky is a man of many accomplishments, Grammy-nominated musician, fashion designer, and actor among them. But how does he fare as a Vogue intern? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. We know Rocky has his own style. We know he can get cleaned up. We know he can dress down. He can do his ready to wear, and he also does a lot of high fashion. We'll see what he brings to the table. We'll see what his contribute be to men. Now, I'm excited about it. Hopefully, he knocks it out of the park. If he don't, we'll say that too. Okay, it's all on you, Rock. And Brandy, of course. Brandy looked lovely at the Academy Awards. That jacket bedazzled. Okay, it was Balmain. Who was there I saw yesterday? Tyler with the pink hat on. But I like this little RB they're putting on there. The name is Ruslan Bagansky. I'll get better at that too. Pronunciations of the high fashion. Okay, I'll get better at it. But Brady looks lovely. I appreciate the glasses. I feel like I like the velvet. Looks beautiful on her. I like the little beret. I think that kind of set it off too. And I like the crystal and bedazzleness of it all. Okay. And I always love a good glove. Gloves you don't wear often. So if you get a reason, yes. Okay. If I could wear a pair every day, I would. Okay. I'll be walking past, rubbing the like a cleaner, rubbing the top of people's mantelpieces. Okay, and I bet not getting that on the tip of my finger. And the late Kathy Ohan. I brought her too because I also think she needed to be honored. I know it's a lot of movies going on, and a lot of the new kids will never get to enjoy Home Alone and all the mothers that she played. I'm sure we can find a row of them, but we all know who she is. She's Macaulay Culkin mother in all the Home Alones. That's how I met her. After that, I seen her in a lot, but she passed yesterday. I'm thinking she might have had the C word. I didn't get too much into that though, but this is one of her last looks that Page Six had put up. Okay, and I think she looks beautiful. I'm glad she got to step out her last days and be gorgeous and be seen. And we can remember this. And we know she went out. She said someone asked her what's the best role she wanted to be remembered for in life. I saw a thing. And the man was expecting all these different movies and stuff, but she was just saying a mother. She just always came off so humble and down to earth. You know what I mean? Like she really embodied her characters that they played, and they made sure she was like she played them parts of a loving mother, funny. So I just wanted to give her a little cameo, and I think she deserves it. Rest in power. You look gorgeous. They better make you look good too. Okay. And Lala. I like this hair on Lala. I feel like it made her glow. It's the hair that really brought me to the picture. She was selling some. I don't even know what it was. Kevin's Beauty brand. Ain't no shade. She got it up her anyway, and I'm using the picture. So she looks good. I like this sequins pale pinky dress. I like it. I like it. I think she looks like gold. She looks like butter, head to toe. Okay. in a little bitty shoe. I like that. I like a soft, subtle, sensual, sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like everything not out, but things might be out, but it's not everything. And the dress is not even too tight. I think it just fits great. Okay, Miss Lala, that was my pick for you. Okay, we'll come back to her. She's a great girl. So Chloe Bailey, they had the red dress thing yesterday, and she was asking which dress was better. So she asked, we'll judge it. Okay. So this is her first option. Okay. Sheer skin. Okay. Wing top. Okay. She looks good. And this is the second one. Okay. Okay. You drop down in the chat. You tell me how you feel about this dress. This dress or this dress? This dress or this dress? That's the same. So at this point, this was her pick. I wanted y'all to see your flow too. Let's see your flow. Yeah, Papa. Okay, like, subscribe. I wanted to make sure y'all can hear me before I go on. So don't be mad at me. Put your decision in the chat. But I hate she picked this dress. Not to say that she doesn't look great. So did she wear both of them? Okay, whatever. She asked about the other two. She looks great in this dress, but we know that Chloe can come off stocky in an old school way, not the negative way you kids make it. When we say so, that just means you was a little short and compressed. You know what I'm saying? Body looks T. But that neck thing, I don't think she needs to put anything around her neck that's gonna make her she's gonna lose her neck. You know what I mean? I feel like everything look good, but it's cut off right there. I like neck. I don't got much, so the little bit I got, I'm not gonna cut it off. Okay. Shout out to Chloe at the red dress event. Here she go again. Okay. And she's up there with Normani. I think Normani looks beautiful. I love this color. She said which one. I picked one, but I like this one better on her. Normani looks good. Oh, she looks a little tired, but the dress is flawless. I like the ruching. I like the hang off the shoulder, and I like the sheerness to it. I love soft clothes. Okay, and some more ladies. Who we got? Who they say? Chloe Bailey, Selma Blair, Jane Samar, and many others. Okay. Okay. She always, she gonna be around too for a minute. She's standing on business. And then Candy and her daughter. I love I love that picture for them. I think it's gorgeous. I like the head thing on Candy too. I like a little dramatics, okay? And some more ladies in their red dresses. Okay? We might as well since we was here. And come on with the blue dress, okay? Make my day if you wanna. Okay? Put on some blue. So I like this dark navy blue. I like how it sparkles. It looks like a night. I don't know, a night picture. Like the stars are glimmering through it. I also like this cut on her leg. I don't mind that slit at all. And I like the dramatics of the coat. I could do the dress without the coat, but I don't mind the coat, okay? I like it better without it. But this is the model. It looked good on the runway. I would have bought it too, okay? Because that model is wearing that, especially with that hair, okay? But I think she did it justice. I want Jennifer Hudson to not do the side part. I love the hair that she puts on. I love the texture of it. I love how big it is. I just hate when she do that side part. I don't know. Side parts are for some people do them better, and some of them look better. I wish her hair was more bangy or off to the side, just for the look. I don't know. I feel like she got great hair. That's all. And Nicki Minaj. Okay, I was sleeping back up, and we know she went to the Melania documentary. But we're here for the clothes right now. We'll get into the rest of that later. Okay. So here she is in her blue number, and it is beautiful, and I did love it. I enjoyed the cutout not being too much. Looks like a goddess dress, okay, some type of Roman wrap dress, and I like off the shoulders. If you don't know, I'm into off the shoulders and neck, okay. And I don't mind the cuffs. I think she wanted to look like a goddess, and she did. Now with the hair, I think it looks good, but we always gonna compare it to the work that she's done before, and we know how good these wigs can get. Nothing is wrong with this wig. We just know it's a better wig out there that Tay made somewhere. And it's no shade, but that's all. I'm a hairstylist, so it's always gonna go hair too, not just dress. I like the whole get up and make sure it all goes together. I think she looks fun, she looks flirty. I like the way that it moved and that it didn't hug her hips too much. You know, she still was up there at the president and with them too. Even though we might hate it all, she still presented herself like she was supposed to, okay? Because she could have went up there looking like a flunky. Kesha, no. I brought Kesha because I want Kesha to be well and be better and do music, but don't come out here with this dress. This dress is not for everybody. You can't just throw on this dress because it looked beautiful on the runway, okay? No, ma'am. She looked like a stem. She looked like it's just a flower and she's the stem. She's not becoming part of the flowers, okay? She's becoming a stem. I don't like it. Pretty on the model, too much for Kesha. And then Mariah Carey. We know they honored her last night. And if you were there, and we will show Billy Porter singing to Mariah Carey. Now they know better. Mariah Carey don't say it, and she gonna lie and act like no, it was fine, it was wonderful, and you sounded great, but her face is gonna tell it all. Same thing happened with what's the baby? Hours and Hours, baby. And she even had to shade her in the skit because Mariah's face was so scrunched up of her singing her song. Okay. But Mariah Carey looks beautiful. She looks stunning. I think she's aging gracefully. Only thing I want Mariah to do is to move. Move, girl. I don't know why you so stiff. I don't know why you don't. Is it the heels too high or something in your back or the corset's too tight? Ain't no way for somebody to be this stiff every time you see them. Face is always gonna look good. You know the jewelry is money, and I like the black dress, see through with the flowers. It looks gorgeous. It doesn't even look raunchy because she got a high waisted pant bottom under there. So I do appreciate that it didn't come off looking like swimwear. But that's a mature thing. She knew better. Thank you. Now that was our fashion segment for today. Okay. Who flowers? Oh, Kesha girl. They didn't tell her. Mm-hmm. Nicki did give Cleopatra. Nicki did give Cleopatra. And I think she was trying to embody that too. So I didn't mind the wide bang too. But you know, I'm not gonna pick at the her. It's a fashion segment, so we do gotta tell the truth when it comes to that. Either you did it or you didn't. So next things next. Let me undo them because you know Mariah still look at me in my face. Okay, she look good though. Then next on the docket is Sha'carri. Sha'carri, or Sha'carri. Please, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at Google and ask them how to pronounce it. Okay. So the other day, Miss Ladybug was speeding. Okay, she was in Orange County following. Okay, let's read it. What happened? TMZ reports an arrest of affidavit states officers tracked the gray Aston Martin. So she's driving a gray Aston Martin, traveling up to 104 miles per hour. Police say the vehicle was driving recklessly, including tailgating, passing vehicles aggressively, and flashing headlights at other drivers. After Richardson was pulled over, a black Jeep arrived at the scene. Coleman exited the vehicle. Okay, Coleman's the boyfriend. We'll get into that. Coleman exited the vehicle and approached officers. Police say he later refused to identify himself and was arrested for resisting. Okay. Now, what they say about Coleman, okay? What they say about the boyfriend. So he was arrested too. So Sha'carri, and this is her boyfriend. Now, this somebody said the damn Olympics, Whitney and Bobby. Now, a couple of months ago, they was in the airport, I think in Atlanta, and they got into an altercation. They had a video of that. I think they had arrested her for domestic something allegedly. I don't know exactly what it was, so I'm gonna say that. And of course, she was let go, and I'm sure he didn't press charges. But this is a toxic love story. Okay, it's this is the second time openly that we've seen a toxic love story. Okay, and I'm gonna say it is because you're driving an Aston Martin. Okay, Aston Martin, which might not be too uncommon in Florida. Okay, you know you got some rich folks out there, but you're doing 104, which is dangerous as hell. You could have killed yourself and everybody else around you. Okay, then before they can get into why you speeding, your boyfriend pulls up. So now it looked like either he chasing you, because this is, if I was a police, I know I couldn't say nothing, but this is what I would get out of it. This person is chasing you. So now I'm wondering, okay, are you guys fighting or are you in fear for your life? And you know they probably trying to cover up for each other, just like Meg and Tory. That's why all this happening, all them toxic love relationships. But girl, you got too much. Both of them. They got too much to lose. Okay. These are our Black Olympic gold medalists, runners, and track stars. Okay. This is the second time. I don't know if we don't all get a third time. So hopefully she learned from this. She slowed down, or either she let it go. And then her eyes did look a little glossy. And they was trying to say that allegedly that she might have been under some drugs. They say faces drug paraphernalia and resistance to charges. So damn. A couple years ago, it was the marijuana. Lord. I had your back then too, girl. I just want you to know when they would say, "Oh, she done. Why black people always messing up a good thing?" And they be, and then I had your back because they didn't think you was coming back from that. Okay, and you did. Okay, you did, and you won, and you made a name for yourself. Go on. You get with your boyfriend. He's a Olympic star. Y'all both got too much. Y'all names too big for this. We need y'all to be doing what y'all doing, okay? We don't need you behind bars or you losing medals or can't run or something because something happened and you, God forbid, if you hurt somebody else in some type of reckless homicide, allegedly, knocking on wood and everything else. But I don't know. She's still young. She's still young, and hopefully she'll figure it out fast. You know what I'm saying? Before she had to learn the hard way. So, Sha'carri Richards, people. And we just get into stories that happened over the last few days. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Become part of the Glory family. I love you here. I really do. And my friends and the people that come by are great people. We treat people good as long as we all respect each other. Okay? Because we can fight too, though. And you can be here and we can fight too. People always want to fight me in a chat. I can't say nothing. This is my mouth. So, let's go on. Let's do this real fast because a lot of y'all got played. So, Say Cheese is one of them big outlets that had posted it saying Casa new clothing brand Vivint has sold out his surprise drop. Okay. Now, it was selling jackets for $160, $220. Okay. Now, when I first saw this, the first thing that I said was, damn, it's only been 2 weeks. He just went to school and made a sketchbook 2 weeks. I know, because we talked about it. And then I said, okay, well, you know, he got some money. Maybe they fast-tracked it or saw something that they like and they put it up and he wanted to see how it was going to do, which would have been a good idea, but it was just a little rushed if it was real. But then the next day, here come dude say Casa Night's Vivint clothing brand sold out its first drop after they did a side release. Casa Night clothing brand was sold out, and they found out that it was a fake website that all these people had paid that $160 and $220 to get these pieces. I don't know how many pieces was on there, but let the guy tell you. Okay, here we go.
Sold out is what I would say if he actually dropped clothes. You guys are getting scammed by a fake website. And they already deleted the website, bro. Y'all let a fake.
So they already deleted the website. So that means the jackets and stuff was probably AI made. And you know how you could just put something in, AI gonna create it. It was good enough and they put it up. I don't want to be a scammer, y'all, anymore. But some days I sit the hell back and say, God damn it, why didn't I think of that? But I guess I just be thinking, I don't want no bad karma, y'all. But goddamn, a fake website with fake jackets that cost not. And he didn't even say nothing. I haven't heard him even say nothing. And I know they could believe it because nobody ever said, I don't see, as celebrities, when people using your name for bad stuff like this, the con people, you got to speak up immediately. I know you don't have to, but I'm saying you have to on my end. But this is crazy. I'll be pissed about my $200.
Website take y'all money. You know it's not all y'all fault because these blog pages were posting it. Seems like y'all forgot that you would have got an email from the official website if clothes had dropped. This is some random page that somebody probably from another country created and you guys have been giving your money to. Yo, this is crazy, bro. So a lot of y'all really pay $210, $160 for jackets that you're never going to get. And even though I want to clown on y'all for actually believing this, it's the blog page's fault. They were reposting the website and all. Now some random dude just made a quick, easy 100K off y'all, probably more. 160.
Nah, he made more than that. He made more than that because you know all them kids that in the streamers and everybody want to be the first just to have 100K. Shit, he made more than that. Woo. But come on, folks, let's get into the nitty-gritty of things. Okay, we try to get our fun things out the way, so I hope you guys appreciate that. If not, too bad. I like it. But first things first, let's get into them Epstein files. Now, we all know Donald was in there. And if you didn't know, you could have figured it. We all know that Elon Musk was in there. If you didn't know, you could have figured it. Okay? And Bill Gates and him, they said they got a letter of him having to ask one of the doctors to get him some type of STI, STD medication because he was with a Russian woman allegedly, and she gave him something. Boom. We knew all our white folks was in there. Okay? But to pop up and see that JayZ and PushaT, JayZ did not shock me, but PushaT shocked me. I'm going to say allegedly all for now because you never know how they're going to come back and try to play it when you got a little money. Okay? So I'm going to read some of this because I know. All right. I need some glasses. I'm going to get some glasses. Let's start here, okay? I'm not going to go through the case number and say Epstein Jefferson's child S trafficking. It says 7/10/2019 at 8:20 a.m. Eastern time. All the stuff they blanked out, I'm just going to have to skip and we're going to have to catch in between the lines. Eastern time. Called blank. Call the FBI National Threat Operations Center, NTOC, to identify herself as a victim of SA by Jeffrey Epstein and others. Blank provided the following information in approximately 1994. Blank revealed herself to blank as a past victim of SA by Epstein. Described the abuse according during parties. Further identified as a friend of blank in approximately 1996. resided with blank in blank. An unknown man abducted blank from her home, which she later awoke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter, in parenthesis JayZ. While Weinstein had insert Weinstein did some things to the lady into her, okay, believed she was in Epstein's mansion in Florida. Some of the things are vulgar, so I might have to jump over and just kind of read it. You read it on your own. Blank estimated she was abducted on 7 occasions, awakening each time in an appalling indoor setting, suffered from SA on multiple of those occasions in which Epstein participated, recalled Leon Black and William Blair, current United States Attorney General, being present. Okay, these are United States Attorney Generals. Okay, they ain't posting about them, just the stars, but I'm gonna go on. Being present during some of the accusations of abuse. Okay, I'm trying to watch my mouth. In approximately 2006, last recalled being abused by Epstein on. Now that's the one with JayZ in there. It says each occasion believed she was drugged, clouding her memory. Blank attributed the drugging as frequently performed by persons assigned as handlers, whom she described as persons who establish friendship with the victims. Among her handlers, identified the artist PushaT. In apparently 2007, attended a party blank following investigation from the unknown man who approached her as she walked down a street. Weinstein and PushaT, so Weinstein and PushaT are allegedly together, also attended the party and drugged her before engaging in SA. Blank claimed to have additional information of other persons involved in the enterprise and information related to racketeering conduct in support of the trafficking. Blank further believes she was under surveillance and stalked at a direction of the people involved in the SA. Blank confirmed she was not diagnosed with any medical illness. Okay, so they said, I'm not crazy. Blank refused to provide her physical address, advising that she maintained no permanent address. Rather, she moved between states, and that's a good for her. So she did provide her permanent address, which was smart because we know how that go. People do come up missing every day, especially when they keep putting big names out there. And we know, say, JayZ is a big name. Okay, not for me, but for the industry. But that is crazy. And now they saying when you go search the Epstein files library and put it in, wait a minute, in a process that raised, yep, okay. They saying you can put it in. Okay. Search for, okay. So these files are real. I mean, how could they be fake? But look, got my hair flipping all over the place. But I want to see how fast everybody act like this never happened, act like it was never said, and doesn't have to be questioned or justified or proven, because there's no way that we're going to have, of course, let's start here. You know they're going to throw all the black people under the bus. We already heard about attorney generals and all the big names, Trump and all of them. But they're going to use them to distract us as a whole. We've seen that on all our big blogs. But it's other names in there that they didn't put up. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know what to say. I just want to know how the industry going to play. Is everybody going to have that same type of respect for JayZ and PushaT like they do right now, or are they going to slowly separate themselves and we'll notice it like they do everybody else? Okay. So I don't know. My stranger start moving. I read the files. Okay. I believe that. You hear me? Okay. Everybody in cahoots if you ask me. So next things next on the docket. JayZ, no shocker. Right. JayZ was no shocker. They got a lot of stories and alleged videos that we know, but PushaT is crazy. Okay. But at first it was a maybe JayZ thing. Now his name is actually in the files from someone. Okay. I just pray the girl is okay and nothing happened, because you know how I go when they fucking with hoes. Okay. Let me get to it. Look. Don't start, Corey. I ain't got time for that. Let me put my glory family back up here, okay? Because I'm not finna play. But that don't mean I ain't finna let y'all know. nigga. Sorry. And just to catch up, your boy, Cora, we just playing catch up because we did talk about this when he was on the run and how they posted them and had the whole press conference and stuff like that. So a few days ago, I couldn't find the video, y'all, but some dude had posted the arrest and he was in the middle of the street and they said he was across the street. But anyway, I feel like somebody called the police on him. I'm just saying. But let's get into it. It say boxing star Gervonta Tank Davis walked out of a Miami-Dade County jail Thursday after posting bond following his arrest on serious criminal charges, including attempted kidnap, false imprisonment, and battery. We talked about that with the girl at the club and how they might have some more going on. They say they used to mess with each other. And I said, well, maybe he felt the way he wasn't getting attention that he wanted because she is an exotic dancer, okay? And maybe he had too many. Okay, but Davis, 31, was taken into custody Wednesday by a fugitive task force in Miami. I should have got that video. Force in my Miami Design District after an arrest warrant was issued in connection with an alleged incident that took place in the late. And then, check. He was on the run responding to academics because academics said something, but you on the run and on the internet? Y'all new kids got it backwards. If you gone, you disappeared, that means you disappeared, okay? Should nobody see you? You shouldn't like nothing. You should be under no post. You can keep watching, but don't say nothing. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get into the video. You know what happened.
Mr. Davis, good morning, sir. Mr. Davis, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim. Also, no contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. Do you want? Hi, Mr. Davis. Good morning, sir. Okay. Mr. Davis, do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Yes.
Attempted kidnapping, false imprisonment, and battery.
Where their alleged victim has lied to them in an effort to try and extort money out of somebody. This case is going absolutely nowhere. The police officer was.
Do you understand?
So I guess his attorney says something about, of course, this is always going to be the run, though, that somebody's trying to extort you out of money, which we know half of the time is true, but we can't do nothing about the video or you putting our hands on it. So I'm sure half of these charges are going to be dropped, but they're not going to be able to dispute the physical part. So I don't know what you get after that.
And the stay away order, sir?
Yes.
Attempted kidnapping.
Investigated this, was lied to blatantly.
Objection. A judge has already found probable cause. All I'm asking is, Your Honor, leave the bond and issue the stay away order.
I understand this is not my first day. Investigated this. Was
the objection. This is not the time, Your Honor. We are not. He's getting bond right now. That's what she's saying. This is not the time to explain to the judge. She's already ruled what she's going to do. She's telling you now, stay away from her. You are not allowed to contact her any type of way, and so on. But hey, I guess I would want my lawyer to jump in on y'all ass every time. Every time y'all stop, get him. Say something. I've had lawyers that didn't say nothing. So, shit, I ain't mad at them.
Lied to blatantly.
Objection. The judge has already found probable cause. All I'm asking is, Your Honor, leave.
Well, Javante, only thing I can say is you're going to have to walk through it. You're going to have to walk it down. You know how it is. You get locked up, you get some charges. Now you just got to let your lawyer do what your lawyer do. See what's going to come next. Hopefully he get you off some with your way. And if not, you might have to do a couple years or 6 months. So I don't know. You know how it go when you got a little money. Maybe she can't get paid to drop a few of them charges allegedly. But anyway, who's next? We got 2 more stories. We got to do Don and we got to do Nicki. Now, if you look in the thing, let's do Don Lemon first. Let's get him out the way. Or should we get Nicki out the way? Let's get Nicki out the way. Now, in my headline, I said Nicki. Okay, because it has not been a day going by since, when did it start? Well, let's go back to the Don Lemon cocksucker comment, okay? And ever since then, it's been Nicki. Then Nicki went up there with Charlie Kirk's wife, and then she sat up there with Trump, and we all decided that she is MAGA over here. I know a lot of my other people already was saying that I was in denial, okay? I'm okay with being wrong. But everybody's talking about Nicki. So let's run through some of the Nicki things, okay? This is just part of what happened. We know Don Lemon got locked up. We'll get back to that, okay? This is her and Melanie, okay? And then TMZ popped up and got them a little screenshot of her having a conversation. And who is this Dr. Phil over here? And she's saying hello to Melania. Now, this was at the documentary thing. Now, Melania having a documentary, first off, why does she need a press tour? Okay, why do we need to come together as a whole Capitol and White House for a documentary? Okay, well, I guess she is the first lady, so they get to use their perks. Nicki. And then Nicki sat down and they talked about how she doubled down on Don Lemon being a sea sucker. Okay.
Minneapolis, he's since called you racist, unhinged, homophobic, and out of your depth. Anything you'd like to say to Don Lemon?
Cocksucker, stop.
And that happened. So Nicki sat down on that, and people had a lot to say. It said the witch is literally using cocksucker as a slur to, somebody said she's using it as a slur to a black gay man. And sure enough, the comments are filled with self-hating gay black men defending it. Close this country down ASAP. I'm just going through them before I get my thoughts.
I saw, what's her name, Billie Eilish said that.
And then they were saying that Ariana Grande was telling people about the thing and not to go to work. And then Amber Rose got mad. And you know she's MAGA till she died. And at the same time, she used to be, when she was doing slut walks and stuff, she wasn't with Trump and she was talking against it just like everybody else. So we're not going to act like this ain't something new. And also with politics, people got the right to change their mind. Now, celebrities have their own agenda, okay? You got to remember that. But in the real world, you got the right to change your mind, okay? So Amber Rose called Ariana Grande the hard R word for telling people to boycott over ICE deportation. Also says Billie Eilish can suck a D for allegedly blocking Nicki Minaj. So Billie Eilish had blocked Nicki Minaj. Okay, and we know how close they assumed and Ariana Grande. So let Amber Rose get her little piece before I get my little piece. Okay. Here she go.
She doesn't want to support her anymore. She blocked her on Spotify.
Billie Eilish could suck a dick. That's how I feel about that.
You don't like her music?
No, I'm just saying, like, okay, we live in a free country, right?
Right.
Who gives a fuck? If you're gonna endorse someone or vote for someone or at the end of the day, this is not during the election. He's actually the president now. So if you can go in and you can make a change and you can help people,
you should.
You should.
You see, besides Billie Eilish, you didn't tell her to suck a dick.
Who gives a fuck?
I can't check. Who else was really upset about this Nicki?
It was Molly Ringwald today. It was fucking Ariana Grande, which I think she's worth, I don't know, $250-300 million, telling people to not go to work, protest ICE. It's like, girl, shut the fuck up. Are you going to give your money away to these people to stay home from work? Like, stop telling people to do that.
Why do you think Ariana Grande is saying that? Is she just trying to get approval?
I think she's retarded. I think anyone that tells people to not go to work, not go to school, not.
Okay, that's enough for Amber Rose. Sorry, y'all, the baby was creeping. But I don't like Amber Rose as much as the next person don't like Amber Rose. And I don't feel like she was proving a point. You fighting a battle that's not yours either, okay? If they don't want to follow Nicki Minaj, they don't have to. Ariana Grande telling people not to work, I feel like maybe not the work part, but the consumer part, like not buying stuff and hitting them in their pockets and stuff, we understand that does work, okay? I'm just running through. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to run over there. Well, walk. Look. Woo! Woo! Billy Porter. Now, Billy Porter was on a red carpet the other day, and he gave his 2 thoughts, too, about Nicki Minaj. So, here we go.
Because, Nicki Minaj has been trending, over her.
Fuck. He said, F her. F her. Okay. Let him
her. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. And all of them. And all of them.
Speaking of this, we're on this topic because, Nicki Minaj has been.
Okay. And then everybody wanted to pull up the resurface clips of Nicki and things that she might have said and did. Like I said, we all have, and we all done. If people want to pull up old things behind you, then let that be. But to say this about the Nicki, I feel like we losing the plot, people. I feel like we losing the plot. I feel like all Donald Trump talked about the housing and not changing it. He talked about he's in the Epstein files and he's talking about all the stuff he's gonna do. But I feel like these same people that's so mad at him are focused on the wrong thing. Y'all putting Nicki Minaj up there with the president. You guys have to hold him responsibility, not your cousin, not your auntie, not your favorite celebrity, none of them, because they're not going to make the dough. You need to hold the president accountable. I want y'all to stop focusing on it. If y'all put that same energy into Minneapolis, that's what's happening right now, and people being unalived in the street. We need to focus on that. We should not be on day 5 or 6 about Nicki Minaj trying to make think pieces about it when all these Epstein files coming out and they protested right now and people are passing in the street. Focus, people, focus. If you don't know by now, this is part of the plot. Let me use this celebrity to get y'all looking to the left when everything going on the right, okay? So yeah, Nicki, check yourself. Get back grounded. Come back to earth and focus on the plot at hand, the things that we need to change. Are y'all going out there to help? Or are you going to use your voices or not? Okay? Are you going to use, are we here for Minneapolis and LGBTQ and all the rights of people? Or are we here for Nicki Minaj? I'm just saying when it comes to the politics, people, you're losing the plot. Let's go ahead and finish on Don Lemon since we at this point. Okay? Because Nicki, then that means Don. Look, Don. Okay, so allegedly, I guess, no, it ain't even allegedly because when I got it was like, so Don Lemon was taken into federal custody while covering the Grammys. Attorney calls arrest unprecedented attacks. Okay, and in the statement, it says Don Lemon was taken into custody by federal agents last night in Los Angeles, where he was covering the Grammy Awards. Don has been a journalist for 30 years, and his was constitutionally protected. Work in Minneapolis was no different than what he has always done. The First Amendment existed to protect journalists whose role it is to shine light on the truth and the holes and all the good stuff. He said, instead of investigating the federal agents who unalived two peaceful Minnesota's protests, the Trump Justice Department of devoting time and attention to him. Okay. I just want to get through it because my thoughts are already coming and I want us to get through it. Because I already got something to say, his attorney. And then what happened? Being Crump. Crump warns press freedom is under attack. Now, we know being Crump as being a civil rights activist lawyer, not really press. So remember that. Okay, it said independent journalist Georgia Fort was like Don Lemon arrested for doing her job, documents of protests of public concerns when members of the press are taken into custody simply for filming and reposting it, sending a chilling message to every journalist in America. The First Amendment does not belong to the powerful. It exists to protect truth, accountability, and the public's right to know. We must speak out when press freedom is under attack. Not saying you're wrong. Now, this is one of the DEA, the agents are coming to arrest the attorney. Okay. And the other young lady, it says, at my direction early this morning, federal agents arrested Don Lemon, Tahern Jean Cruz, Georgia Fort, and Jamal Linden in connection with the coordinated attack of City's Church in St. Paul, Minnesota. And we already read that. And then Don Lemon was let go. Okay, so let him have his little press conference. We're going to give our reaction in 2 cents, and then that's it. And we're going to move on like we do.
Support, it truly means the world to me. I have no idea what's going on because obviously I haven't seen anything. I have spent my entire career covering the news. I will not stop now. I want to thank everybody for their support. It truly means. In fact, there is no more important time than right now, this very moment, for a free and independent media that shines a light on the truth and holds those in power accountable. Again, I will not stop now. In fact, I will not stop ever. Last night, the DOJ sent a team of federal agents to arrest me in the middle of the night for something that I've been doing for the last 30 years, and that is covering I will not stop ever. The First Amendment of the Constitution protects that work for me and for countless of other journalists who do what I do. I look forward.
Okay, let me say, I do not feel like Don Lemon should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? Because he is a journalist and he is doing his job, and we know him to do this the whole time. But I'm not going to make like I'm up in arms and finna go on a freedom march for Don Lemon because he was arrested. Okay. Now we know that journalists and independent YouTubers are being attacked and taken to court for all these type of different things for doing a job. But we're not finna act like this is a freedom fighter press. Okay. Only thing that I wish Don Lemon would have focused on is the reason that he was in the church the first place. Okay. To bring recognition to what was going on in the ICE people. I'm going to let him finish and then I'm going to add a little more to that.
To my day in court. Thank you all. I look.
Okay. Let me see. What else he had to say?
Forward to my day.
Okay. Make sure I didn't miss nothing. You know, they was talking about this is everybody who was arrested. And of course, they was all black. Okay. The arrest of independent black journalist and Don Lemon. Okay. Don Lemon was arrested. Okay. Like I said, I'm not going to act like this was something for us to get up in arms about and stuff like that. I saw Busta Rhymes talking about we gotta protect Don Lemon. From who? From Trump? From Nicki Minaj? From who? From who? I mean, they let him go. They let him go because the DOJ already said that they weren't going to press charges on him. What he got arrested for was some personal stuff, some get back stuff. And I'm not saying that that's okay, but I don't feel like nobody care about what's going on today. And today supposed to be the protesting day. Yesterday, when he was sitting in front of that press conference, all them people putting up signs, free Don Lemon, is crazy to me, okay? Not saying that it was right and he should have been arrested, but y'all put your effort and energy into the wrong things. And not one time did he sit his ass up there and say anything about Minneapolis, okay? So I don't know. I don't take none of this serious. I feel like everybody is doing it for their own personal gain. Like he said, now he up there talking about he fighting for himself. It's not even about you, sir. When you went in there, it wasn't supposed to be about you. You told the ministers of the preacher that maybe he should talk to the people and do all this type of stuff. Maybe you should have used your glory moment to sit up there and tell people to go out and fight for Minneapolis. See, what they not keeping real is that black and gay people and gay black people not going out there. So everybody just fighting their own battle for themselves. So let's stop using everybody else and every other reason for why y'all doing what y'all doing. Plus, you as a journalist should know that it's 3 people who were killed by ICE. You even and then they want to use all the black journalists. The black journalists ain't said nothing about that black boy in California getting killed by ICE. So stop using the black thing. They worrying about themselves, okay? Of course, nobody wants to be arrested, but that's the cookie on the cake. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that other stuff that they trying to preach or act like it's some type of civil or right type of thing, okay? I can get all into it, but I'm really done with it. I think it's all flack and I'm over it, okay? Y'all need to focus on what's going on with these Epstein files and your president and these things that he's passing in the midst of y'all talking about Nicki, and Don Lemon. These are distractions, so it's time to focus. And that's that on that. I can go on and on and on, but I'm not going to do that. Cora, love you, baby. What else? Anything else? Javante, Porter, they gone, okay? That's it Saturday, y'all. I missed y'all and I wanted to be here so we can talk. Me and Cora have been talking about fasting. My birthday is February the 24th. So, God be with me. Tomorrow is February 1st, so we supposed to start a fast, okay? I said the day you fast, that's fruits and vegetables. I'm sure I'm going to need a couple grains and some nuts, but it's fruits and vegetables and water. More praying. And I'm trying to stop smoking, okay? So that's things that we're working on. When I come back, we'll get more details into it. We've been here so long. I was going to pull it up, but I'm not going to forget it. We'll talk about it again, all right? I love y'all, Glory family. Make sure y'all here. Put your notifications on. I'm sorry I wasn't here. I apologize for that, but I missed y'all. So make sure you like and subscribe and you come back. I hope you have a great Saturday. You get something done, and I see you soon. Thank you. Love you, Glory family. For real.